Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk you through how to become a different person in 2022, how to become the ultimate version of yourself, male, female, and prove those around you who you can actually be. So we're going to talk through some tactical things you can do and you can implement straight away, so make sure you stay tuned to this video. So low-hanging fruit most people don't actually deal with first. And this is the key to recovery, and it's also completely free, is sleep. One of the best things you can do for your life, health, fitness, wealth, well-being is getting 8 hours of good quality sleep a night. So some practical tips you can do to stop having issues with your sleep. Try to go to bed at the same time, try to get up at the same time. Your body likes routine and your circadian rhythm likes to be set. Try not to do what I've been doing and going back and forth to the vibe, which is why I have a glamorous suntan, but then there's a 4-hour time difference where I'm waking up at 4:30 in the morning. So this isn't ideal in terms of a sleep pattern. We want to have a very consistent wake up and go to sleep time. So other things I'd recommend in terms of optimizing your sleep, I would try not to eat within 2 hours of going to bed. Try to avoid things like this, caffeine within 6 hours of going to sleep. It's now, I'm okay, but it's still pretty early in the day, although it's dark in the UK, so try to avoid caffeine within 6 hours of going to sleep. And I would try to avoid bright lights, TV, things like that before going to bed. Anything that's going to make you hyper-stimulated, it's going to have a negative impact. So 8 hours good quality sleep is going to make a massive difference. Next up is drinking 4 litres of water a day as a minimum. Lewis behind the camera said 2, and I said this is bullshit. Like, if you're not drinking 2 litres of water a day already at the moment, I'm surprised you're actually still alive. I probably drink 7 to 8 litres a day. By the time you think about coffee, pre-workouts, intra-workouts, your protein shakes, fucking whatever, like wine, like this all has water and liquid in it. These things all stack up on top of each other. So we need to have us keep ourselves hydrated for cognitive function and also physical performance. So if you're not hydrated, that's going to have a very negative impact on your ability to think clearly and also train hard and actually build muscle, and also have a negative impact on your body's ability to burn body fat, because being hydrated has a big increase in terms of your body's ability to actually flush out toxins and crap from the body. And also you have to think about when we got body fat on us, we're trying to get rid of the body fat, how is that leaving our system? 2 ways. One's actually through our breath, and the other is actually through going to the toilet, urinating, whatever. But that's how we're actually losing body fat. It doesn't just vanish and disappear. So actually, the more we can hydrate ourselves and have water in the system, that will help. One caveat to that, I would make sure you take a decent amount of electrolytes every day, in particular if you're in a hotter country. And an easy tip is if you find that towards the end of the day you get brain fog and you struggle with cognitive function, I would add more electrolytes in, because that's a sign you could be depleted in certain minerals which can affect that. Next up, again, completely free, so daily walking. So I'm a big fan of clients trying to get at least 10,000 steps a day. Now, walking is a unilateral movement, and this has an effect in terms of brain function, stimulating each hemisphere of the brain. Now, it's very, very important also in terms of your energy balance. The more you walk, the more calories you burn, the leaner you'll be. So if, for example, you want to drop body fat, an easy way to do this, if you did an extra 5,000 steps every day and you ate exactly the same amount you do now, you would start to lose weight. That would be a very easy way to do that. It would cost you absolutely nothing, and it would have a huge impact on your overall life, health and longevity. Second other thing that you can do at the same time is spending time outdoors and having natural sun exposure. So things like going for a walk would help, going to the beach in Dubai is very nice, like playing football outside, anything you can do like that is great. I just filmed a podcast and recorded a podcast this morning with a guy talking about eye function. One of the best things in terms of eye function is actually being outside and looking into the distance. And one of the reasons a lot of us have such bad eyesight is because we spend all day like this, looking at really short range of focus. And what happens, the muscles in our eyes get super contracted to look at the short field of vision. And then when we try and look at a longer distance, our muscles are almost locked in and tight, and you can't see a longer field of vision. So that's how it also affects people's eyesight. Next up would be no junk food. So with that, that's going to have a huge impact on overall health and also fat loss. And also probably your own self-pride for yourself, because one of the big things I see with people is that when they have self-worth and they take pride in themselves and they set high standard for themselves, what they put in their body tends to reflect that. So set high standard for yourself today. Don't eat shit food. What you really want to think about is how is that food can make me feel when I eat it. When I eat that cheesecake, am I going to feel like shit the next day? Am I going to have brain fog? We've got Christmas coming up in 4 days, I think 4 days, and this is a prime example where I did this. I like to push things to extreme. I put 5 kilos body weight in a day in Christmas 2-3 years ago, I felt like absolute shit the next day. And that reminded me why I don't do that. In fact, when I competed 3-4 years ago, I ended up eating so much one night, the day after the show, that I ended up throwing up, and I thought my stomach was going to explode. So you don't need to go to these extremes. Try and minimise junk food as much as you can. If you want to have something, eat it, but the devil is in the dose. Next up would be working out. So I'm big in terms of efficiency and getting the most bang for your buck. So if you can do 3 to 4 workouts per week, which are high quality, 30 to 40 minutes, and you absolutely crush it, that's more than enough. A great way to do this is with like full body workouts or even upper lower training split. One of the least efficient ways to train your body, which is the way most people tend to do it, in particular guys, is isolating things down. So do chest on Monday, back on Tuesday, legs on Wednesday. That's a really inefficient way to train your body, very time consuming, and also has a low frequency of training on muscle groups, which won't give you the best results. So for you, if you're watching this, if you're not seeing results and you're also strict on time, try full body workouts 3 times a week, or try something like an upper lower program, maybe training 4 times a week would work very well. So that would look like, say, Monday upper, Tuesday lower, Wednesday rest, Thursday upper, Friday lower, weekend off. 4 days a week and you'd get killer results. So one of the best things you can do next and talk about is investing in yourself and educating yourself and looking to become better than you were yesterday. And one of the best things you can do by this is spending time for 30 minutes a day either reading or learning something that's going to have benefit for you in the future. And you have to think about like life is a game of skill acquisition, and as you learn these things, they're going to compound for you over a period of time. And small action daily over a period of time is going to get you from where you are now to where you want to go. Last thing I want to say is actually having big, scary goals. So I talk a lot about our goal with what we do in terms of coaching is transform 100,000 clients by 2030. We have now got 7 years, so 7 years, depending on when you're watching this video. It's New Year in 8 days or whenever. So that is our big goal, and I vocalise that, put that out in the world, and I know that will happen. Now, one of the things that a lot of people do is if they have a goal, they don't tell anyone, or they don't write it down. I'm big into like taking action, thinking of what you actually want, putting it out there, and then chasing after it. Telling someone your goal is a big thing because that's you almost being committed to someone else, not wanting to let yourself down. So my quest for you today, when watching this video, is have a big goal and comment below this video what your goal is. If you need help with your goal, if it's fitness related, feel free to drop me a message or drop a comment below with any questions in regards to how we can help you. If this was helpful, make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe, and see you in the channel soon.